again. Welcome. What are y'all doing? What is it? It's still morning, so good morning. And if you're watching this in the evening or afternoon, good evening and afternoon to you. So this live is going to be discussing classy versus acting classy. So I know there are a lot of ladies out there who are leveling up in the lifestyle, and they are going from being a certain way to acting classy to then being classy. But sometimes that transition is a little bit difficult because sometimes the way that you have lived and the way that you've been raised is a little bit different than the quote unquote classy society. And sometimes you may slip and be a little bit um, unclassy sometimes, but that is why they call it acting classy. Now, I know I slip all the time, every day, on a daily basis from being classy to acting classy to just being whoever whatever I need to be at the time, okay? Because sometimes when you act a certain way, you get things done a lot faster. And when you act a certain way, you get better results. So that is what I teach. I don't teach to be classy 100% of the time because that's not what gets things done a lot of times. Sometimes you have to pull out the unclassiness in certain situations to get stuff done. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I'm always classy and delicate." No, I cuss. I say bad words. I do all of those things to get stuff done. Then I go back to acting classy, and then when I don't feel like I have to act, then I'm classy. So it's almost as if you have to be able to be in the environment, surrounded by the group of people and the situation in order to even be classy. So if you're around a bunch of classless people or people that don't listen or people that are not going to respond to your classiness, you have to speak their language. Okay? That's all there is to it. But I say know when to do such things. You don't always have to be classy all the time because some people may take that as weakness or being able to be walked all over. So sometimes you need to pull out your other voice. So I will never sit up here and pretend to be bougie and classy. I will act classy. I will act bougie. I will act this way and I will act that way when I need to get things done. A lot of people have to hire other people to say certain things because they're not able to say them. A lot of people have to, you know, uh, let people know in subtle ways because they're not able to voice what they truly want to say sometimes. And that's fine. But at the same time, I don't have time for that. And sometimes I will just say things. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. And if you do, great, you understand, wonderful. But at the same time, I don't sit up here and pretend to be classy. I say act the way you need to act when you need to act that way. Because isn't it all an act anyway? If you know no other way, then it's not an act. If you were born classy and your mom raised you to be classy and you know no other way, and how you act and your demeanor is quote unquote considered the definition of being a classy lady, then great. I wasn't raised that way. So I act classy. I will definitely always keep the other parts of my personality that needs to say what they need to say when I need to say things. Okay. Yes, we have to act, darling, because even though, as ladies, we're supposed to be very feminine and charming and soft spoken, sometimes no one can hear you. Um, and so, then all of a sudden, when you speak your mind and your voice gets a little bit louder, names start to be called. So, and if you're a classy lady, and you're not heard, or no one is paying attention or listening to what you're, trying to tell them, then, a lot of times you just disappear and go where you're appreciated. But then at the same time, um, you really are not allowed, or you're not able to say what you need to say in order for yourself to know that people even took you seriously. So sometimes I'm not going to be classy, darling. I'm going to do what I need to do, and then I'll go back to acting classy. um, I think, like in the real world, it's almost like people put on an act just to get things done. And then when it's done, then they go back to doing whatever they need to do. And then they put on another act to get this other thing done. And then so on and so forth and so forth. Your whole life is basically acting. Like when you go to a job, you act. So acting classy versus being classy. I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of, because I see a lot of people claiming to be classy, but they're basically just doing the same thing, acting classy, but in a full-time gig. Acting classy as a full-time gig, right? Um, you said people can't handle the true me, so I gotta put on a mask all the time. Exactly. You know, it's fun to put on a mask and see how people react to the classy you. Um, but a lot of people have no idea, a lot of people have no idea. At the same time, they should know that just as easily as you can be classy and nice and mannerable, you can also be the opposite if you choose to be. You said acting classy all day has to be draining. I think that's why it's great that a lot of people work from home now, and they don't have to be somewhere and continuously have, you know, to act out a certain way in order to perform their job. A lot of people will just act that way on the phone, or when they have to do like a Zoom meeting or whatever, or if they have to meet in person, and it's only for maybe 30 minutes to an hour at a time. But to be like that all day, every day, it probably rarely exists, like I said, unless you were born into that lifestyle of class, manners, and raised like that from, birth. Of course, you can always, change how you are, but the other part of you will still be there, and it will come out when need be. Okay, so I will never allow people to um, say, "Oh, well, you're not really classy. You're just acting classy," or "You don't do this. You're just that." I know, baby. I know. I'm the queen of it. Okay, because it's too exhausting to act a certain way all day, every day. Okay. Well, I need to act, I'll act. Okay. I'm not like gonna stay in character for my entire life when I'm playing a role for 5 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay. That's ridiculous. Um, hmm This is why you said being classy is draining. And this is why you pick and choose who you give your energy to. And when you want to hang out, or if you have a group of friends, or you want to go to a party or something like that, you want to be able to let loose and have fun and do what you got to do without people having to judge you. So walking around being known as this classy lady is not going to allow you to even have fun anymore, unless you're at a place where you're trying to come off as a classy lady. Then you're going to watch yourself. But to be like that all the time, it's like, huh? I can't have fun. I have to, like, it's almost like a lot of people who come from wealthy family, old money, or they have to maintain a certain code of conduct, and they can't, do all this and that. They can't even really be themselves. They're under like, oh, leave a family name and all this stuff. That's why a lot of people change their names so that they don't have to abide by, all those, class rules. So I think a lot of people mistake acting classy and being classy as a way of establishing your place in society. I don't think that's correct. I think you establish your place in society exactly where you want it, when you want it, and how you want it. A lot of people, um, you know, they are so bent on trying to get into these wealthy circles and get into this wealthy lifestyle that they lose themselves, and they're no longer who they were when they got there. And when you lose who you are, when you lose your voice, when you lose what you stand for, when you lose all of those things that made you who you are, and now you're just like everyone else, then you're not special anymore. And you just blend in with the rest of them back into the wall. So I feel like if you are that way, you know, acting classy versus being classy is a choice. Okay. I can act classy all day. This might not even be the definition. I don't even think this is the definition of classy of what I even look like. Like my drawn in lips, that's not classy, darling. I did this on purpose to show you guys. A lot of people thought I got lip implants again. No, this is just overdrawn lips and gloss, baby. So this is probably the Bratz look, the Bratz doll look. This is probably not classy, but I've gotten some comments from some. Ooh, I love your lips. It's not very classy, but I can wipe this off and wear lipstick on, you know, my real lips. I don't have to be one or the other. I can turn it on and off when I need it, when I don't need it. If I were to go to a classy event, I probably wouldn't wear this wig. I probably wouldn't be wearing two chains, like two necklaces. I probably wouldn't be wearing this eye makeup look either. But since I don't care and I do what I want, and I can act this way and act that way, that's the beauty of acting. Okay. You said I'm a high class lady. They said high self-esteem is classy. Okay. You don't stand out anymore. Exactly. Like when you blend in with the rest, you don't stand out anymore. Um, it's like people are so bent on getting into these societies, and then they start to blend into the back of the wall. And then a lot of people may, be offended when someone else, um, who does not fit the definition of quote unquote classy gets the attention of other people, or da da da. It's like I work so hard to be super classy, but what you're doing is working so hard to be super normal. Sorry, y'all. I've been talking a lot, so I'm not used to being live anymore. So. hmm So, y'all, I'm up here. We got this cat. Hold on, y'all. We got this new cat, y'all, and her litter that they recommended. It's making me cough. Come here. Sorry. Yeah, we got a new cat. And this dusty litter that she has is like it really bothers me. I think I'm allergic to something in that litter. I have to go back to tidy cats. It's like making my eye water and everything. So I think that's why they tried to get rid of it, and they have a coupon for it. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's like makes the whole air dusty. Okay, so how to be classy with the face mask on. Y'all saw my diamond face mask. Well, it's like crystal face mask. And basically, it's not really a face mask because there's holes in it. But maybe you could put it over another face mask. Um. Anyway. Sorry, save y'all from that loud sound. Um, she's kind of shy. We just got her the new kitty. But I'm telling you that litter. Oh, I don't want to call out any business names or cat litter names, but it's in a blue and white bag, y'all. And it's making me sneeze. Okay. Okay. Anyway, is unreactive the same as classy? I don't think so. I think a look, a manner, a way of responding. Like, for example, it's not very classy how I respond to a lot of my trolls. um, I think the normal thing to do, which would be considered classy, is to ignore them or say, "Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way." But I'll talk about their mothers or whatever because for whatever reason. But at the same time, if I'm acting classy, when I'm in that act, I'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way." Okay, so that's kind of the difference. Um, depending on where I am, who I'm with, and what I'm trying to act like is going to determine my response to someone being rude to me. Okay, when I'm not acting classy, I'm going to say what I want. When I'm acting classy, I'm going to like, "I'm so sorry you feel that way." That's the difference. And being classy, I think really being classy is remembering your manners when someone insults you and you just simply dismiss it as them feeling some sort of way about themselves. And so you just don't even respond to it. Now, depends on what you're doing. Are you having fun? Or do you want to comment and banter with people? This is the freedom and the choice that you have when you can act versus when you really feel like you have to be something. So I choose to do what I want when I want. I'm not going to be held and judged for being super, classy one day and then being ridiculed for saying what's on my mind. I'm going to always say what's on my mind. And when I don't, I'm acting. Okay? It's like, "Oh, she's acting classy today. Okay, she's not going to get them." But I can if I want to. And that's the beauty of acting versus being classy. Now, being classy is you don't even acknowledge them because they're beneath you and all those kind of things. But when you want to banter and have fun and, you know, get them, you can. Now, if I were not who I am and I were, in a different environment where I had to act that way, then I most definitely would. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is what we need to keep in mind. When we are in certain environments and in certain groups and certain circles, we put on an act. And if we were raised that way, that's how we really are. But at the same time, people who are raised to be like that, do they ever get a chance to say something that they want to say, or if are they worried about being quote unquote canceled or ridiculed because they express themselves. So I like the freedom of having to act or not to act. Oh, Marcel Sprinkle. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You started out as a troll, but this makes sense. Well, a lot of people start off as trolls. That's why I don't really try to block too many people. But at the same time, we don't need to say that we are something when we're acting. The only thing that we are human and people, and everything else is learned. And so even if you were raised to be classy, you still learned that behavior. It wasn't instinct, it wasn't genetic. So it's still an act. It's just an act you've been practicing for a very long time since childhood, birth, or birth. I don't think you can practice it at birth, but since you were able to practice it. Okay. Um, People can't handle others speaking about whatever at any given time. Because a lot of people don't feel like they're allowed to, and a lot of people don't feel like they're allowed to express their feelings and how they truly feel and what they think about certain things because other people will look at them crazy because of the circles that they run in. This is why I don't run in circles, because I don't want to have to think about what I'm getting ready to say and who it's going to offend in my circle, and if they're going to be my friend anymore, or if they're going to respect me anymore, or if they're going to say something because I said that. I don't care. And I don't feel like people should care um, if they really want to speak their mind. A lot of people say, if you have something to say, write a book. And so I did. I wrote several books. So if I wrote it, I should be able to speak it. You know, a lot of people write under alias names or ghost names so that their place in society is kept while their words and opinions are out there. And they may even recommend their own book to someone. So I feel that it's okay to be who you are if your lifestyle permits that. If not, if you want to say something, it's not good to not express your opinions because you fear, not being able to fit in or be in a certain class or a certain circle of people. Write a book under an alias name if you have to. Um, People who run in packs are generally less evolved. Okay. Um, mhm. Well, it depends on what your definition of success is as well. Like my definition of success is not running in wealthy circles because it's still running in a circle. Um, my definition of success is waking up daily, doing what I love, not having to answer to anyone, saying what I want to say unapologetically, looking how I want to look, getting what I want in my life, and having fun all at the same time. That is, and also, of course, getting paid and get my money, yes. But that is my definition of success. My definition of success does not include social climbing. My definition of success does not include being in wealthy circles or being, quote unquote, the definition of classy. My definition of success is not being able to fit into high society. That's not my definition of success. But a lot of people would like to experience that lifestyle, and that is quote unquote an experience. And that experience may become exhausting after a while if you're not able to express who you really are. That's why a lot of people go on vacation, disappear, and go wild out, and then come back pulled together. This is why a lot of wealthy people in wealthy circles are always on vacation because they got to go do them. Okay. They got to go do them and get back to business. So when your life It's almost like a vacation because you do what you want and you don't answer to people, you don't run in circles, and you don't have to fit into a level of society, da 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 da. Then you're like that all the time. So it depends on what type of family you're from. If you're from old money, if you're trying to fit into a wealthy circle, if you're trying to do this, if you're trying to do that, that all depends on how you're going to act and if you're going to measure your happiness, your success, and the way that you choose to live your life based on your wants, your needs, and what makes you happy, or are you going to try to fit into a mold and a circle of what you feel you want to experience? And it's not wrong to do either because you can always change. Okay, it's not wrong to want to say, "Oh, I wonder what it's like to be this wealthy class and have to have these, classy manners and respond this way and, run in these wealthy circles and have, this attire, look this way, have my makeup this way." It's a basically a job. Okay, it becomes a job. That's why a long time ago in society, you had what they called them like people that help you to get dressed, people that helped you pick out your clothes, assistants at dinner, servants and things like that back in the old days. Because in order to fit into a certain circle of people, you had to do everything a certain way or you were judged. This is why new money versus old money is almost like, you know, immediately you're able to tell if someone is new money or old money by how free they are to express themselves. So I don't feel that being quote unquote classy, reserved, and unable to speak is something that I could do long term, but it is an act that I can use when I need to use it. So a lot of people will say, you know, um, if you want to be classy or elegant, you have to do this. No, if you want to act classy and elegant, you got to do that. Okay. If you want to be, you just are. Okay. You don't have to take lessons or act. You just naturally are. There are some naturally, classy, elegant ladies that would never dream of cursing out someone in public or even in private. You know, there are some classy ladies who would never respond to a troll or talk about someone's mother. No. But for me, that's not who I am. And it's not who a lot of people are, but that is who a lot of people are. So if that's who you are naturally, then there's nothing wrong with that at all. If you need someone to talk trash to someone or, whatever in your place, you know where to go. Okay. You know where to go. Um, do you, okay, so let me read some of these questions. hmm Yes. Oh, so we're talking about how people used to have servants and if you stayed in your place in a certain class, da da da. Well, all those times have changed, and so that's no longer necessary. And it's funny because a lot of the richest people in the world are new money, and they don't really abide by those rules anymore. So it's nice to experience it, but you don't have to anymore. That's what I'm saying. You said, but vulgarity is nasty. No, it's nasty at the wrong time. Yes. Vulgarity is disgusting at the wrong time. Like when a woman curses for no reason, just in a plain sentence, when talking about the weather. If you're mad and upset and angry and a curse word or two or three or four fly out and you're, arguing or saying whatever you need to say and to get your thoughts across because no one listens to, oh, well, maybe you just, then no, it's it's proper. But if you just every other word is a curse word out of your mouth, that's not good. Okay. um this and This is why it's so important to control your emotions, self-control. Yeah, and you can talk about people's mother without them even knowing. And I know sometimes people think that it's very disrespectful, but when someone says something nasty to you, you could be someone's mother and they're talking about you. So it's the same thing. Yeah, and y'all know I'm gonna justify it. So for example, I call it nice nasty. If someone talks about you or says something evil, to you and says something nasty to you, you can just simply reply, "Oh, well, your mother, you know, um, she reminds me a lot of, and then compare her to a person. you know, she reminds me a lot of that lady that da da da. Oh yes, how's your mother doing? Like, and they're talking about something really bad. It's like, oh, that reminds me of your mother. How's she doing? Nice, nasty. You don't have to be like me. You can still be quote unquote nice, nasty, classy. um, but at the same time, you can just ignore it and keep it, you know, keep going. But if you have that urge, then you can still keep it nice, nasty. Uh, is it okay to have high standards with restaurants and food while going out with your boyfriend? If that's your thing, if you truly like, if you're a foodie and you like restaurants and that's how you enjoy and relax and enjoy your time, then let him know that this is what I really like to do. So when we go out, I would like to go to nice restaurants and, experience nice restaurants. So that when he plans the date, he's not going to, try to take you bowling or anything. You know what I mean? Just explain it in advance. You said vulgarity is listed as anti-seductive in the art of seduction. It is, and the putting together of seduction is also, I mean, when you create art, you're creating, you know, you're drawing, you're putting something together. It's also an act and a form of creation. So if you are naturally seductive, it's not an art. It's just natural. So even in the art of seduction, you're still piecing together a work of art, which means you're acting or you're an architect of some sort. So you're still not seductive. You're practicing the art or you're creating the art of seduction. At the same time, yes, vulgarity is not good unless they like it, okay? Because lots of men are different. If you're, it depends on the place and the time that you're using the vulgarity. Because some of might turn some men on. Them dominatrices be cursing, telling people to lick their shoe. So, you can't take everything so technically and seriously because there's always loopholes there. Okay. If I call somebody by a curse word to tell them to lick my shoe, it might turn them on. Shoot, I don't know. You said red pill people are telling men not to court women. Well, you know what? That's fine. Don't court women. Don't court women. Um, if you can't afford to court women, don't court women. I mean, that's always what I say. If you got to choose between courting women and paying your bills, pay your bills, sir. This is not even a discussion in wealthy or classy gentlemen society. So we already know what that's about. They can't afford it. Okay, works for it. If you have to discuss that and you have to create a whole group and a name for something, then save your money. Just call it Save Money Group. Okay. Y'all do okay. Look, save your money. We understand. We'll get someone else to court us, darling. Uh, you said give another example of nice nasty. Okay. If someone comments on your outfit or your car or just something that like as a material item. Just like, oh yes, well, this was a gift for my make them feel guilty, girl. This was a gift for my deceased relative, and I wear it because it reminds me of them. Girl, they gonna feel bad, even if it ain't. And where'd you get that? Where'd you get that from? Oh, this is my oh. Then they won't say nothing again because they're gonna be afraid to offend you. Or lie, of course. Oh, this was given to me by such and such. Name someone, extra. Or if they give you like this a weird look or a side eye, like smile even bigger, baby. It's like you don't bother me with your ugly self. You don't bother me with your side eye self. Just keep it moving. Smile extra big at them after they catch you looking at them crazy. After you catch them looking at you crazy, just smile extra big. Like I know you hating because you jealous. It's all in your attitude and your tone and how you ignore them or don't care or you're unbothered. Remaining unbothered is a form of being classy, but at the same time, it's also nice nasty. The other day you went on the other day on a selfie when some chick commented on my pic, "You have beautiful face," referring something wasn't else wasn't beautiful, and I responded, "Thank you, you're so sweet." Oh, that's so nice. You know what I would have said? I mean, that's a good comment. I would have said, "Oh, really? I do? Really, I do?" Oh, really? I do? Now the other part of me would have been like, "I know. That's why I put it up on Instagram. Duh. I'm gonna put it ugly picture." Anyway, or you could respond, "Your face is really pretty too." Or just a part of their face, girl, not even their whole face. "Oh, you have really pretty eyes." That mean the rest of them is they don't even get a whole face. They just get some eyes. Or okay. "Oh, your eyes are really pretty." That means your nose, your cheeks, your lips, your forehead, your head, the rest of your neck, the rest of your body. It's not. Anyway, if you were classy though, you would just say thank you and move on and not even care what they really think. But if you care, get them. You have really pretty split ends. Girl, I know, right? Good thing this ain't my real hair. hmm So that would be funny though. If you said that to someone for real and it was their real hair. Sorry, y'all. My unclassiness is coming out. Mm. You said you have a nice personality. Exactly. You're so sweet and kind. You have a really nice personality. You just bought a luxury pre-loved purse and you notice that people respect you more. I think it adds an aura of sophistication. Of course it does. Because like when you wear a nice purse, you walk a little different, you dress a little different. You don't just throw on a jogging suit and your nice purse and walk out the house looking right crazy. You actually dress for the purse. Um, you consider how it will look with your outfit. And so, yes, and you walk taller and you feel like The luxury is a feeling, it's not an item. What you're paying for is the feeling. And that's why a lot of people don't understand. Like, when you pay for a luxury item, you're paying for how it makes you feel to own something that's so expensive, that you would spend that much money on yourself or receive it as a gift if someone values you that much. I forgot to blend my blush right here. Uh, that it makes you walk a little taller and feel a little more important and feel more valued as a person, which makes you feel more comforted and luxurious. So, yes, luxury is not a piece of leather sewn into the shape of a purse. It is how it makes you feel. That's all it is. Because you could give a, a fake purse that costs way less to somebody and tell them it's real, and they will feel the same way. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Because luxury is not an item, it is a feeling. I was on my other channel yesterday and I was telling someone this, it's manifesting and having what you want in life, you have to feel it first. So and people couldn't understand that. Well, how do you feel something that you don't have? Like, well, I say take a homeless man, tell him he inherited $1 billion, but he won't get it for 2 months or 2 years or whatever, however long. See how he changes and acts different those 2 months or those 2 years. And he knows he's getting ready to be a millionaire or a billionaire, whatever. You think he's going to be homeless for much longer? You think he's going to get his act together? You think he's going to go shave and shower somewhere and, try to get his life together so that when he receives his money, he just don't look like some crazy, homeless person on the street? You think he's going to start acting a little bit different and thinking a little bit different about how he lives and what he needs to do before he receives this money? I feel that the feeling of having something, or the feeling that you're going to get something, or the feeling that something is on its way and you definitely going to receive it, changes your course of actions. And so it changes how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your life, and how you feel about everything else. Because it's like, okay, just like when you're getting ready to go to a wedding or a vacation or something like that. Okay, well, I got to fit into this dress, or I got to prepare because I have to spend money here. You start doing things totally different because you're preparing. But or for example, those of you who work, when payday starts to get close, you're like, okay, well, I can buy this, I can buy that because my check's going to be in the bank or whatever. You start doing things different because you feel like you have it. So it's the same thing with luxury, and it's the same thing with money. If you feel like you already have it, then you start taking steps to really have it. Okay. Um, you said, how could she? Well, okay, let me see. I know you didn't mean my hair, girl. This ain't even my hair. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, see, I didn't mean your hair. Girl, I don't get offended. Talk about it if you want. It's not mine. So, honestly, even as classless as I am, sometimes there are certain things that I won't stoop to because of my morals. And that doesn't mean I didn't do it in the past. But today, there's certain things that I won't do anymore. I don't like judging people for their decisions. Now, if it's me, I'm going to make decisions according to what I think is best for me. You know, I I can say I don't agree with something without judging. And that's what we all need to learn how to do. That's class. Okay? You can be classless and classy at the same time. You can just be classless. Just take the list and the Y off, and there you go. So I don't judge people for whatever they're doing. If it doesn't work for me, I'm not going to do it or recommend it. But at the same time, I'm not going to judge people for whatever they're doing. That is their path, and that's their business, baby. Um, and when you really think about certain things, like it's like, what makes you happy? What do you really want? What can you already do? Like if you're already a certain at a certain financial level, and it doesn't matter to you, you never have to count money ever again in your life. You can go out and spend $1 million every day and still be rich. When you get to that level, you do what you want, baby. Okay. When you get to that level, I'm not that level, so I can't do those things. I can't. I can't just go do what I want in that department without, some type of loss. I need to get to a certain level first before I can not care. That's truly unbothered when you don't have to look at how much you're spending because it doesn't matter. It's like the world becomes free to you. When you surpass a certain level of wealth, the world is free. Nothing matters unless you're making really bad, business decisions. But you hire people to keep you on afloat, so you shouldn't have to worry. Um, uh, you said marrying down. Sometimes if you're so high, you can't marry up. How you gonna marry up when you all the way up? You know what I'm saying? It's hard to marry up when you already at the top. Like, you got less choices. So we already know that. It's like, okay, this is my selection. But see, a lot of people are not classy, and they act classy. A lot of people don't want to be in certain circles. They don't like their rules. A lot of people are more unconventional, and they can't do it. Like I could never do that. I could never. Let's just say I reached the status of billionaire. You do you really think I'm going to fit into that world, or I'm going to shake it up and do what I want anyway? You know what I'm saying? The thing is, when you marry into a certain family, when you take someone else's last name or you marry into that family, you got to act a certain way. And I'm not nobody finna tell me what to do. Okay. So I can see why a certain amount of ladies who have broken the mold to be, you know, women that have changed society, just to say, oh, now I have to go back and marry somebody and do the opposite of what I've just done to be free and to free other women. For me, it's silly because it's like, okay, I worked hard to prove that this type of woman can do A, B, C, and D. And now, for if I reach a billionaire status, now I have to go back under some rules. I don't think so. So when you're that level, you make the rules. When you're that level, you make the rules. And so I could definitely see why someone would not want to go back to where they just try to get out of. Okay, because it doesn't matter how much money you have, it's how do you measure success? Okay. Do you measure success by fitting into a mold? Or do you measure success by how free you are to do whatever you want and be happy doing it? Mhm. 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 So I would say I would definitely if there was someone who was very, much like someone that had the same mentality, that would be different. But a lot of people who are billionaires, they may have family money, and that might not be the way that someone wants to go. Or they may have certain rules in their circles. You don't know. I couldn't do it. If I met a billionaire and they said, okay, in order to marry me and be with me, you got to do A, B, C, and D. I'm like, I got to do what? I got to be home what time? I got to have what? Nah, never mind. Just we'll stay together so I can get me some good old birthday and Christmas presents and stuff, and then we gonna call it a day. Bye. Okay, because I ain't finna go. I'm not finna memorize no rules. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Can't do it. Some people like structure and rules and following, those type of lifestyles and doing what's proper and da 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 da, changing, clothes for different times of day. I I'm not always going to be able to do that. I'm not always going to be able to follow rules. I'm not always going to be able to, be told what to do, when to talk and when not to talk. I'm not going to be able to do that. So, as a billionaire's wife, you also have a role. You can't say what you want because, oh, that's bad for the company that I make my billions of dollars on. Well, that's bad for my image that I make money off of because my wife is voicing her opinion. I'm sorry. um, that would be fine and dandy if you didn't have your own billions. Then you could just shut up and go shop. But some people are past that. Like I said, they have their own billions because they do. Uh-huh. You said, Nikki. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's why I said don't compare yourself to celebrities. That's not y'all. Celebrities have a voice. They influence and they have their own money. They don't have to do what people do. People say they don't need old money unless that's what they want. Okay. Um. Okay. Anyway, so I think a lot of people don't realize that class classism is, a real thing. I mean, we have racism, colorism, classism is the next thing. And so, when you don't fit into a certain class or when you don't care about fitting into a certain class and you only act what you need to act like to get things accomplished, get in and get out. A lot of people find that offensive and they don't really feel like you belong in their world. And you might not. Maybe you don't like that world. Maybe the world that you belong to is your own or the world that you choose to create with whatever, the life that you have or that you want. So we don't always need to be fitting in if that's not where we want to be. Oh, Miss Kentrail, sprinkle, sprinkle. So that's what I'm saying. It would be nice to date this person and that person, but at the same time, I'm not going to change my entire life around and live by rules that I don't care to memorize or agree with. I'll I will have the experience, and then I will be out. Okay, and learn while I'm there how to get the money that they claim that in order to be in this lifestyle, you got to live by these rules, and then go break the rules. Okay, that's what I'll do. That's what Rihanna did. She went and dated that billionaire, and then boom, became a billionaire. Okay, that would be my best example. But at the same time, we're not celebrities. We shouldn't compare ourselves to celebrities. I'm always gonna say I would rather, if you don't like rules, figure out how to break them and surpass them. Okay, I don't like rules. I'm gonna break them and surpass them. Okay. Your boyfriend comes from a rich family, but you notice they don't have class. You learned a lot of class thanks to YouTube. Sometimes he's surprised because I know many things luxury. Yeah, a lot of people are learning their class and their table manners on YouTube. I mean, what kind of world do we live in now where we have to learn how to eat properly on YouTube? Thank you, Alexandra Sprinkle girl. She didn't hit me with the 49.99. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle. So most of the people that quote claim that they're classy learn it from a video, baby. I mean, I learned how to stir tea off a video. I ain't even gonna lie. I was doing the thing like on Get Out. That ain't proper. That's why I was stirring tea like that lady on Get Out. But now I go back and forth and not clink it onto the cup. So no one will get hypnotized. Okay. And I learned that on a YouTube video. I think YouTube has become like the new etiquette class, sophistication training, you know, plug up Neo to the Matrix type of apparatus. Okay. You go in ratchet, you click on YouTube ratchet with a bonnet on to yes later and SpongeBob French narrator voice. Then you have on nice wigs and lashes and makeup and sitting at a dinner table and knowing which fork to use and how to stir your tea and which glass you drink wine out of. Eh, okay, so yes, YouTube and influencers and people who make videos are definitely helping people become more aware of their etiquette and their class, and da 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 da, which is a good thing. Okay, thank you, YouTube. I learned a lot on YouTube. I think if YouTube didn't exist, a lot of us would still be, not as smart as we are, or not know the things that we know. Um, so I would say, it's okay. We can't judge people because everybody's sitting on YouTube learning the same stuff. Some just learn it faster and have the ability to implement it in their lifestyles easier. Some just learn it quicker and have the means, like I said, to implement the lifestyle that they've watched and learned. And some just are able to teach the lifestyle after they've achieved it. Wonderful. But we still know that most people in this decade have learned everything mostly from YouTube. So when you're walking around looking classy and dressing a certain way and sporting a certain trend, we already know where you got that from, girl. YouTube, Instagram. So we're all basically students of YouTube, darling. Don't judge. Okay, so y'all learn how to level up on YouTube. Y'all learn how to put y'all makeup on YouTube. Y'all got some level up cosmetics because I told y'all on YouTube's gonna get it. Y'all learn how to draw y'all lips in extra big on YouTube so you don't have to go get stuck. Okay. Y'all, I did this. Hold on. I did this to show you guys that I did not get lip fillers lately. I haven't gotten them in a long time. These are drawn in. So I'm going to get my Kleenex. I was going to wipe it off and show you guys. But I'm going to get my hand dirty. I might have something to show you my. Y'all see, whenever I wear my real lips, someone says, "What's wrong with your lips?" I didn't draw them in today, okay? I haven't got my touch-ups. You got picked on for your lips and you're so good. I know, right? I remember back in the old days, big lips, people used to make fun of people with big lips, and now they're trying to go get them. Like, I got my lips. So yeah, lips. Whatever. I don't have any tissue. Um, you start your business thanks to YouTube. Learned dating games thanks to YouTube. Yeah, y'all shout out YouTube. Shout out. Um, give credit where credit's due. And then, YouTube wouldn't be anything without the content creators. Um, all of the content creators, shout out all the content creators. We inspire each other, inspire the people that's watching, get up here, talk, help people see things from a different perspective and learn new things and whatever. Oh, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you so much, Shira. You've helped me level up in so many ways. You have no idea. I'm forever grateful to go. You go back to watching my old videos almost every day. Oh, Sprinkle Sprinkle, Blue Lagoon, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I appreciate you watching my old videos because that helps me, and it also helps like when y'all click like on it, even if you've already watched it, click like again because it helps them spread to people who might need them. So I do appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Mm. Um, yeah, I haven't done anything to my lips there. Go watch my vlogs. You'll see how I'm looking when I go walking in the park. Y'all. um, that's what I really look like. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it bad to be a serial dater? Um, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. I mean, is it bad to date one person you don't want to be dating? I don't know. Like that's up to you. But that's up to you. Okay. Mostly, I would like to thank you, Shira. All. Appreciate that, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Oh, you're a serial dater with the intentions of getting married. Be careful because if you're a serial dating and you're trying to get married, you think you're gonna be happy after you just got to date one person. If you're gonna serial date, I would definitely say serial date for a certain amount of time because if you get too used to all them different dates, you can get bored with one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you have a favorite one that's better than all the rest, then that's the one you choose. Which one would be like, I know this is not politically correct to say, but which one is worth all of them put together? Not as far as money and value. Well, money is good, yeah, money too, but personality, how they make you feel about yourself, how they treat you, focus on that and maybe limit the amount of the people that you're dating. Like give yourself a number to stick with. Like I'm only gonna be dating 4 people or 3 people, and the best one is that's who I'm choosing. The one that I like the most, who could pay these bills. Okay? Um, this guy you're dating is driving an hour out of his way to pick me up to bring me to his home. He's invested a lot so far. I suspect he is has a lot of money. I'm so excited to see his home this weekend. Okay. I hope it's worth it, girl. You get his address in Google Earth and you'll see it real quick. What's your address? Google Earth it. That way we don't go on traveling for nothing, girl. So yeah, Google Earth that address, darling. You spent 2 years listening to Shira and all of her old videos. I practice English listening to you. Girl, don't mom, I do not speak correct English. Don't be out there learning English from me, okay? Unless you have the closed caption on, people will look at you strange. Okay, study my English for the first 10 minutes of the video. After that, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's no longer English after 10 minutes, okay? It's not proper anyway. Um, mm, anyway, I'm trying to read some of these. So I also feel that a level of class or a level of morality of your own personal standard, you should always try to keep that if you can. You know, even if you change who you are and what you believe, whatever your new, try to stick with that. Don't allow people to change you so easily or change your mind or persuade you so easily from what you stand for and believe. Because a lot of times when you get into these wealthy circles or a group of people, you want to fit in so much or you want to learn their lifestyle so much that um, may not be who you really are anymore or or stand with for what you stand for anymore. So be careful of that because money does not change how you feel about certain things and how you feel about yourself. That will never change. Just like I said, the luxury bag example. If someone gave you a fake luxury bag and you didn't know it was fake and they told you it was real and it cost all this money, the way you feel is going to be the exact same way you feel if you had gotten a real luxury bag. So it's not about the value or the worth of something. It's how you feel when you're there, when you have it, when you're in the circle. If you don't feel good in a wealthy circle, if you don't feel good around certain people, it's not worth it. You know, go where you want to go. hmm Go where you feel the most luxurious and the most happy and the most mm, successful and abundant. You started working out again. You fell off your level up journey for a few months, but you're back on it. Sprinkle, go ahead. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, you get a lot of people have done that. But as long as you keep getting back on it, that's all that matters. Everybody's gonna stop doing things every once in a while, but as long as you continue and get back on that path, you're fine. Because just think about this: a lot of people who don't have to try so hard, those people that are naturally thin and eat whatever they want, when they maybe, I'm not sure, but when they get to a certain age, they're going to still be eating the same way. And, when metabolism slows down, that weight will sneak up on you. So if you're used to watching your weight and having to constantly, get back on track as far as level up or exercise, you're always going to be able to get right back to where you were with no difficulty. But those people who are, not really having to balance that life or balance their, health and weight, they may forget that after a certain age, you can't eat like you used to. You got to do this, you got to do that. So a lot of times you'll see thin people who used to be real skinny. When they get older, they blow up because they're not used to being on diets, watching what they eat, maintaining drinking water or healthy lifestyle because they took for granted that good old fast metabolism when they were young. So be careful of that if you are one of those ladies. If you are naturally skinny and can eat whatever you want, um, be careful when you start, heading towards, mid 30s. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said you may be exercising every day, but those back rolls ain't going nowhere until you clean up that diet, right? Yeah, and you know what? Them back rolls ain't got to go nowhere unless them bank rolls is coming in from somebody else. Like honestly, I feel like so many women rush to go and change their body or exchange their diet to where they're not even happy anymore and how they live for some man or a chance at some man who is not even going to be looking at their back. The lights is out. Shoot, once you get that sperm in, it don't even matter. Back roll, bank roll. How you doing? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, yeah, I don't base my value in life on a back roll, baby. I base it on a bank roll and how I feel about myself. So I don't feel that basing your life on a back roll is very successful. Okay. Because there's ladies with back rolls sitting at home sipping their tea. Because that's I'm one of them, doing what they want. And there's people with no back rolls out there clocking in. So we don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I always say that. And I feel that we shouldn't measure our worth on a back roll because you can always grow a back roll, believe, after you get the bankroll. You said they just handlebars. Yep. The tea is red wine, okay? You drink red wine, I drink tea. So I got champagne, tea, red wine, ginger ale. I got it all. Whichever drink I want. I have scones, pastries. I got fruit. I got fruit too. Um, but I do try to watch what I eat, not overindulge in it. But I know that my life is not valued by a back roll being there or not. Since self love triumphs everything, it sure does. You're naturally slim and fit, body naturally fit, even when you want to have better diet because it's inside the body that counts. That's true. Yeah. You said don't suffer for a man who will be bald by 35. Yeah, if a man is telling you your body needs to be different, tell him his bank account need to be different. Ask him if he has a contract for Jenny Craig for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, you need to lose weight or you have back fat. Okay, well, you need to get more money. Okay. Unless you can find Jenny Craig to sponsor me and give me some money to lose weight, then or you gonna pay me to lose weight, then we don't need to talk about anything else, darling. If you that's what I would tell a man. You gonna pay me to lose weight? $100 a pound. I'll be skinny in a month. How you doing? No, $1,000 a pound, and I'll be the perfect weight very soon. If you see a woman you want her to lose weight, offer her $1,000 a pound. See how skinny she be. What? $1,000 a pound? Uh, mm, where are you? I'm still walking. It's nighttime, and you've been gone since morning. I'm gonna get my money. Okay. I bet you if men did put their money where their mouth was, they have the shape of woman that they want. Anyway, wait, it's cheaper to get plastic surgery. No, that's not the deal. That- anyway, for them to act jealous and insecure when you lose, exactly. Like, where are you going? To walk? To keep this back roll off? What time are you going to be back? When I finish walking off the potential back roll? Are you going to wear that? Yes, because I can wear it now because I ain't got no back roll. Where are you going? To the beach? to swim so I don't get this back roll back? Why you got to wear that swimsuit? Because I don't have back rolls anymore? You want the back roll back? Why are you taking pictures and posting them on Instagram half naked? Because I don't have a back roll anymore? Why are you talking to that man that makes more money than me? Because I don't have a back roll anymore? You said guilty. What do you want for your birthday? Um, a shopping spree at insert luxury store. That's a lot of money. Last year, you just wanted, a purse. Well, that's because last year I had no back roll, baby. Now, what you want? You don't get nothing for your birthday because I don't have a back roll. Be careful what you ask for. Isn't that it's so true though? Like ask any lady that has lost weight and then had to deal with someone being upset about it. You said he told you losing now he mad. Exactly. Trying to bring you cookies and cakes. hmm You work out because it makes you feel good. That's the only reason you need to work out. Thank you. Like if you're doing that for a man, then use it against him later when he start acting up. Okay. If you're doing it for yourself, then he won't act up. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you did that. You ready for summertime so you can post your thirst traps? Okay, girl, get them ready. Um, but that's so unclassy. Oh my gosh. Look, I will not care. You know what? In Texas, okay, look, I live in Texas. Okay, y'all know where I live in the South. I live in Texas. Like there are literally mansions, big houses, gated communities around here with people who are not classy. Okay, I guess it's new money or foreign money or whatever. But these people that surround me are not classy. There's no one I need to fit in with. Okay, they're not super ratchet, but they're not classy either. But they got money and they're happy and they're doing what they want to do with it, and they're not trying to fit into a group. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They got what they want. And they're living their best life. This is your year to level up on your terms and do what you want. Thank you. Yes, Cherise, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. That's why I teach, how to do what you love, or how to start your own business, or in the books that I wrote, but also how to maintain who you are and how not to lower your standards that you truly stand for. Because in the end, it's always going to be either you're going to sacrifice or you're going to have what you want. You may end up doing both, but you will learn when and when not to. You know what I'm saying? But yes, but doesn't being classy make you stand out from the crowd? And if you're around a bunch of ratchet people, yeah. Mhm. What crowd are you in to stand out if you're classy? That's the point. Um, I think being classy is not what people think it is. I think being classy is a way of acting, a way of dressing, a way of a type of mannerism that you have about yourself. And so, acting and being classy, while you're acting, you're being. But at the end of the day, if you have to say something or express your opinion and it's frowned upon by classy, society, and you're unable to express your opinion, then go write a book and stay classy, or say what you have to say and stay unbothered. So it's like I'm saying, we all have these choices. When you have your own money, you have choices. When you are trying to fit into a society or a class or a group or a circle, then you must fit in. But when you're not trying to fit in because you don't care and you only fit in when you need to and then do what you need to do wherever, that's the difference, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's what I'm trying to say. So I would say I'm not classy. I act classy when I need to, and I act other ways when I need to. So I'm being honest with you guys because I don't want to get on YouTube and have people thinking I'm the definition of classy, because I am not. Y'all already know that. And it's hard to act classy and be like all extra. You're constantly worried about saying the correct thing, doing the correct thing, offending people. Like, I don't care. If you offended, good. That means that my job is done. Goodbye. So, I don't want to have to worry about that. I don't want to have to worry about offending people, worrying about if I said the right thing, if I did the proper thing. The proper thing is what I choose to do at that proper time, darling. So I don't want you to think I am the epitome of class or elegance, because I am not. I am just going to tell you how it is. And there are so many other people on YouTube that can teach you, how to act classy and things like that. But I can only tell you how I act classy in certain situations and how I don't in others. um, mhm. You're very classy, but you can act classy and still keep fun aspects of your personality when I need to. Yes, it gives you no room to be you. Exactly. Exactly. And how do you make a guy jealous? I don't know. Like, I never really tried to make anybody jealous. I guess talk about another guy in front of him. I don't know if that works. So, you know, I've never tried to make any other man jealous. If they was jealous, that was on them. I don't know. So you said men can be heavier and ugly, and it don't matter if he has money. A little extra. Honestly, that's so true. Women have to be skinny and perfect in order to get a man who probably make only $20,000 more than them. Girl, start you a business and you keep your back roll, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some of y'all working hard for 20,000 extra dollars. Some of y'all in that gym because somebody makes $50,000 more than y'all. Put in work, girl. I could never. It has to be millions, darling. Millions. That means I'm gonna get paid still. hmm If you in the gym working, sweating hard, and starving yourself because some dude earns $50,000 more than you, or I don't know, don't even bother. Like, you get in that gym for somebody you really want, okay? You got options. Then hold up. You said you so glad you skinny. Oh my gosh, yes. I think skinny people are so lucky. They look They look so good in like anything they throw on. So if you're skinny, appreciate your skinniness. Okay. I told a lot of people, look, appreciate your skinniness. It looks good in high fashion, darling. You can wear anything. Mhm. You've noticed a trend of women manifesting specific people that don't want them chasing men energetically isn't classy either. Men do that all the time with women out of their class. So, I mean, I think a lot of people tend to want what they don't have. I mean, if you already have $1,000, do you want $1,000 or you want $2,000? I feel like energetically chasing anything. I mean, do we energetically chase our goals and our dreams and what we want to become? And I don't think energetically chasing a man is quote unquote correct. It is energetically chasing an idea. I don't think it's a particular person because if you don't got them, you ain't got them. But it's an idea. It's almost as if you're like energetically chasing a stereotype. So, for example, a lots of men are out there energetically chasing quote unquote the perfect woman that does not exist, or the submissive woman who's the perfect size, does whatever they want, don't expect them to spend money on them. Da, da, da. A lot of men are energetically out there chasing that type of woman. So it's helping them to realize how much work it is. And when they realize it's too much work, they're going definitely not going to be bothered anymore unless they feel like, they need motivation of some sort. I think women actually motivate men to become better. And men may feel the same. I mean, men may do the same thing for women. They may motivate them to be better in some sort of way. But whether you catch something or not on a chase, it's not, I wouldn't even call it a chase. I would just call it a goal. Like they don't say, oh, well, you're chasing a dream. Stop chasing a dream. Don't chase a dream. Don't live the dream. How do you handle guys unfollowing you on Insta? How would I know somebody unfollowed me? I don't care. I'm not going to check, see who unfollowed me and who followed me. I ain't got time for that. I got other stuff to do, baby. That's how much I would care. I would really not even really know. I would not even know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, how would you know? You checking? Like, I'm not into Instagram that much, but I wouldn't know. If I was looking and I was like really into that person and I noticed that they unfollowed me and I was really into them and I could talk and ask them why they unfollowed me, I would definitely ask them. Maybe there's another reason. But I really wouldn't notice if I'm not that into Instagram. Hmm. Um, I don't follow anybody on Instagram, just so y'all know. So that way they can't tell if I unfollowed them or not because I ain't following nobody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And it's only because I feel that the term follow versus lead, um, I prefer to lead. And if I follow someone, it's only because I choose to consciously. There you go. But I do see a lot of people's posts and stuff on Instagram. People are so nosy these days, going looking at stuff and it's like, dang. You said people working out to go 50-50. I know you lying. I am not finna go in no type of exercise shoe piece of clothes to go 50-50 with nothing. Okay, y'all too. You might, mm-mm. I'm not finna eat no salad for no 50-50 nothing. You might as well just eat. Okay. I don't know why people are trying to go 50-50. What's the point? I don't know. If you have to survive, yes. But if you don't have to and you got options, do not take the 50-50 option. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know some people got to do 50-50 to survive. But if you're not one of those people, don't do it. I can't, like, there's some people that are wired different. Like, you can't turn me on and ask for some money at the same time. That's not how it works. You can't turn a woman on and ask for the rent money or the bill money at the same time. It's a total turn off, and she's gonna be looking elsewhere for, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't. It just don't feel right. It feels wrong. It's like it feels wrong. You ever did something that just felt wrong? That's how it feels. That's what 50-50 feels like, wrong. You say you gonna pay for it. Men who are broke want to go 50-50. Sure, exactly. What bill money? He best pay the bills and give me cash. 50 is a no-no. Okay. Yeah. I don't agree with 50-50 because it feels wrong. I'm sorry. It feels unnatural. It feels wrong. It feels like something is out of order. And it feels like I don't know why I'm here. And it feels like goodbye. Okay. It is. It's gone. It's not a discussion. Hmm. If I met the perfect person, like, and they said, "Oh, let's go 50-50," they not the perfect person no more. Okay? Done. There you go. Um, you said you were disgusted by 50-50. You allergic to paying half. Exactly. I don't know why some, like I said, if you need 50-50 to survive, go find your equal counterpart. But if you don't have to do 50-50, then don't do it. Mhm. If you're young, save your money to take a woman out. Don't expect her to go 50-50 on a date. Save your little money, then ask her out properly and be able to pay for the date. Don't be so, like, don't even ask a woman out unless you got enough in your bank account to pay for a date. Okay? Just don't do it if you're a man. That's all I can say. This man asked you if you was paying for our second date. I said, sorry, I didn't know you were financially struggling. Have a good one. That's so classy of you, Miss Princess. You said, "Oh, I didn't know you were financially struggling. Oh, we don't have to date. Let me know when you're back on your feet. Bye." Some women think they're supposed to go 50-50. That's because that's how they were trained. Mm-mm. My dad would drive you and your sister around mansions and ask us which you wanted to live in and told us to marry rich men straight up. Okay. That's how you do that. Now, if that was the mama, she would have took y'all to the grocery store in that area and let y'all pick out and see how the people look and how they act and you know just take you around the area. Mhm. Broke up with someone during the week of Christmas because he started throwing hints about being broke. Girl, that's what they want to break up. It's either you like they gotta get it. They have to be like, do I get my mom a present? Do I get her a present? Shoot, I don't know. They gotta make a choice. If they have to register making life altering decisions, it's time to go. Okay. You have to be classy with your sugar daddy in public. He's a snob. Yes, that's when you act, baby. That's yes. It's called acting. Mhm. You don't trust dating young guys anymore. One guy took you for shopping and you were in the payment counter. He said, sorry, he can't pay. I have to leave the stuff there and never spoke. Girl, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Hmm. You said beware, some men gonna be acting up around Valentine's Day so they don't have to get gifts. Girl, okay, this when you cut them off. Don't give them none until after Valentine's Day. Tell them I want to save up giving you something until after Valentine's Day. It's gonna be extra. I got this really nice lingerie. Girl, you're gonna get a gift. Even if you don't give them nothing. Uh, oh, I didn't even know somebody was pregnant. I mean, if you want to have a baby and you are at a certain age, then have your baby. If you're a billionaire, your baby gonna be a billionaire. Sprinkle, sprinkle. M- Maybe she likes his genetic. Um, maybe she likes his genetics, baby. She said, "I want my baby to have this, this, and that." Jolly. Some people will already be rich and they can have a baby with whoever they want. If you're like I said, like if I'm broke, I'm gonna have a baby with somebody that has money. If I have money, I have a baby with whoever I want to have a baby with, especially if I'm already a billionaire. I'm like choose, okay. I might be trying to get somebody sperm that don't even exist no more. Okay. That's how I would be going. Okay. I'm like, look, how you doing? Don't laugh. So, I'm a billionaire. I would like the sperm of such and such. Yes, I know they don't exist anymore, but that's what I want. Find it. Um, y'all, I told y'all don't give me big money. Y'all know I'll be having some crazy stuff. My imagination is too great to have billions. I take some millions. Okay. Okay. Anyway, rich men want young, beautiful. Why can't rich women go for genetics? They don't need your money. Exactly. She went for them genetics. He didn't feel like the best choice. Well, his teeth might be good. He's tall. He's naturally thin. Let's see. He has nice skin. He could grow hair. I mean, he's nice. He gonna stick around to raise the baby. I mean, dang. Imagine the combination. He could stand under your umbrella. You see if people aren't too invested. Girl, she wanted a baby, she had a baby. Okay. Sprinkle. Mhm. Um, I think I mean, I don't like if you were just to take, someone and, try to measure them, whether they make a good father, that's the individual's decision or good genetics. That's the individual's decision. So, whatever the decision people are making as adults with money, that's their decision. I don't think it's any of our business. I could care less what people are doing. I feel that as long as they are happy doing whatever they're doing, then let them do what they do. And see, I think a lot of us are looking at a lot of these celebrities from a different perspective. Like we're not there. We don't have what they have. And if we did, we would probably understand a little bit better their decisions. Like you broke, you're not even famous compared to them. Yeah, you got to make big moves. They are already there. They are already arrived where they want to be. Now it's time for them to do what they want, not what people expect of them, not what looks good, but what they want. You done made all this money. You done sold all these draws, all this makeup. You done faced public media and stuff like that. It's time to do what you want. Do what you want. Hmm. If your kid is not the best looking and their parents are rich, they can get plastic surgery. Um, that's one thing I never worried about. It's so sad that people worry about kids' looks. It's a child, baby. It's a child. All children are cute, beautiful. Y'all worry about the wrong thing. If y'all child ugly, then send them to school. Give them a business, okay? Let them learn how to make their money. If they money will make you look good. If they want to improve their own looks, then let them do that. But at the same time, y'all worry about the wrong thing. Oh, my kid gonna be ugly. Okay. Um, give your kids some money in a business and teach them how to get this money. They'll never be ugly, darling. If they want to change how they look when they're older due to their own opinion of what beauty and ugly is, then let them do that. But don't sit there and judge your child or any child because of how they look, because of the features of someone else. All kids are beautiful. And that really makes me upset when people say, "Oh, my kid's gonna be ugly." Your kids might come out more beautiful than you, and then you're gonna be mad. Okay. Hmm. To them kids' features might be trending when they get older. Okay, be quiet. You said them kids' features might be trending when they get older. Okay. Sadly, that's the world we live in. Oh, them kids' features won't be trending in 20 years. Um, people are gonna talk about people's looks. That's just how people do. That's how they were trained. I feel that if you don't have anything else to talk about, like if you don't read books, if you don't have certain amounts of knowledge, you're going to focus on your level of intelligence, which is how people look and who people having babies with and who people are marrying. That is the lower class. Look, I'm talking about class versus acting classy. Now I'm talking about class. You in the lower class, the middle class, the upper middle class, high society, or whatever. Okay, now the things that low class people talk about are other people's ugly children, whether they're ugly to them or not, or beautiful. They talk about other people's relationships. They talk about other people and this, and that. Da, 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 da. They try to force other people to talk about it when they're not really trying to talk about it. But I guess a lot of people say you have to come down, dumb down yourself to be able to communicate with certain people. And that's how I feel sometimes when people keep asking me about who had a baby with who. And um, I got to have my baby to look good. Like, I feel like I have to lower my standards to even comment and speak to certain, comments because I'm above that. Like, I'm so above that. And I feel like if we're gonna say that we're leveled up ladies and we're even acting classy, you're not supposed to do that. Okay. So I say, look at here. If y'all have to talk about other people's relationship who you will never meet, if y'all have to talk about other people's kids who you will never get a chance to even see, then why? What are you doing? Focus on what you. Let's focus on our level up and what we're going to be doing. If you're not going to marry for genetics and you're only going to marry for money, then do so. Okay. We don't have them billions of dollars. We got to do what we got to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, should you unfollow him back? There was a disagreement. Girl, you talking about Instagram? Girl, life is real. Okay, life is real. Have you touched this person? If you ain't touched them, then who cares? It's Instagram. Might not even be a real person. Have you touched this person, Jit? Have you touched them? Have you been out together? It doesn't matter. Mhm. You are worried about a person. Have you met them? Have you touched them? Have they spent some money on you? Have you been out in public? Have you done anything with them? Have y'all been on a date, maybe? Then who cares? If the answer is no, who cares? Okay. If you're still following someone that's not following you, that means you didn't notice they stopped following you and that it doesn't matter. That's all I'll say. If you could still follow them, but they're not following you, who cares? You're not noticing that. You have other things to do. You have a life. Do I still have a TikTok? No, I deleted TikTok. I don't have time for TikTok. That's for kids and people that are like trying to influence all over the social media. Like, I don't have time for TikTok. I'll be on there all day. It's too addicting. Like, mm-mm. But Monique, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle Girl, but I do not have no TikTok account. I deleted it a while back because it was becoming so addictive and it's so silly and it made me like I was laughing too much at this, I was just having so much fun over there. It's like, where did the time go? Literally, where did time go? Um, and I think I should be doing other things with my time. And plus my kids said I'm too old to be on TikTok. They said I was a boomer, but I'm not. My kids said I was too old to be on TikTok. And I thought that was funny. You're too old to be on TikTok. Mom. You're like one of those boomers on TikTok. I was like, girl, shut up. I am not a boomer. That's your daddy. Get it straight. Anyway, um, yeah, they say I'm too old for TikTok. It's like, okay, whatever. That's why I got more views on TikTok than y'all because I'm too old. Okay, got you. But I deleted it. I left it for the kids, darling. They're so cute though. Hmm. Mostly all supermodels getting all rich men, their Instagram filled with bikini pics, how to strategically present, become a supermodel, babe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, w- we have to stop comparing ourselves to famous people and celebrities. Stop. You are not them. People want the status, not the look. You can look just like a celebrity, but it's not the same thing. You are so funny on there. I couldn't find you anymore. Oh yeah. Well, if I start another TikTok, I will definitely let you guys know. Thank you, Monique. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But I will definitely let you guys know if I ever start another TikTok. I don't know. I mean, summer, you never know. Got a lot of extra stuff, extra spare time. The kids gonna be home all day. I might as well do something, right? How can I dress for your body type? I want to start wearing clothes that flatter my shape. Um, there's lots of clothes that flatter any shape. You just have to like know your body type and then maybe search for clothes that look good on a such and such body type. Hourglass, apple shape, pear shape. Hold on. I need my water. Okay. Yes. Depends on where you're going to. Like, don't waste a good outfit if you're not going anywhere. Like, if you're just going to walk in the park or whatever, I think slim fitting clothes look good. Um, maybe like monotone colors or darker colors if you're a little bit bigger. I like to wear like a vest, leggings, and like a long sleeve shirt or sweatshirt when I walk because the vest is kind of slimming. I don't really have too much curve like in my waist. I have small hips. So the vest kind of like counteracts like the disproportion. And so I think my legs look good in leggings. And so that's what I accentuate. And then I wear a darker color top. So that looks good when I'm walking. But for clothes, I like, A-line dresses look good because you don't have to have the curves and stuff. Um, things like that. I don't know what your body type is. If it's really curvy, then you want stuff that's going to like be more fitted in the waist and accent the nice part of your body. If you have good arms, accentuate your arms. If you have nice legs, show your legs and cover up the other things. So I guess it's just your body type. You think I look good in flowy dresses? Yeah, I do look good in flowy dresses. When it gets warm enough, I might wear some. Okay. So you said no matter what I do, I make you laugh. Well, that's good. Laughter is good for your health. Boosts your immune system, darling. Um, anyway, I guess I've been on here long enough. Y'all have been wanting me to do a longer live, and so here I am doing a longer live for y'all. Does skin tone make a difference in how clothes look for darker skin as a good color? Um, I'm honestly, I know there's certain colors that don't look good on my skin tone, so I don't wear them. So if that's however you feel that color does not look good on you, then don't wear it because it's how you feel when you walk out and you have on an outfit. I know I don't look good in certain tones, greens or yellows. Um, but I know I look good in other tones. So I'm aware of the ones that I feel the best in. So just yeah, just because some also how comfortable are you in a certain color? Like if someone says, "Oh, your skin is perfect for lime green," and you don't like lime green, do not wear lime green, or just have a small accent of a certain color that may, make your skin tone, look good. But don't wear the whole thing. Have a little piece of like maybe a scarf or like an undershirt or like a tank top and then like a jacket or something else. But don't go all out. Just I think also try to keep things more simple and less complicated, not to draw attention to any specific, pattern or anything. So whatever you feel most comfortable in. Mhm. You said thoughts on Michael Jackson calling Janet Jackson a slaughter hog. I don't judge people that were abused mentally by other people because it's only natural for people to abuse other people to feel power to get the power back that they had lost from whoever they were abusing or from whoever had been abusing them. So um it's the same thing I do. Like when my trolls come in here and troll me, I'm gonna definitely say something back or I think it's all a cycle of abuse that happens and how people react and what people say to other people. So I'm looking at it from a psychological perspective, and I don't feel that it's um, 'cause sibling rivalry or not even rivalry. Like my daughters call each other names all the time, so I mean I'm not going to look too deeply into that. It may hold some type of trigger or mental thing later on in life and how you view yourself and your self-value. But I think it's also a lesson on how much you value yourself and how unbothered you stay by the opinions of others. So, somebody can call somebody fat and a slaughter hog all day long, but I'm a fat slaughter hog making money with top selling albums, looking good, and posters on people's walls. So. I guess they like that slaughter hog. Sprinkle. Now everybody in line trying to get that slaughter hog booty now. That's what I would say. That's how I'm gonna look at it. So I choose to see the positive in things and also I choose to see how it make you stronger and how sometimes being verbally or mentally abused will also come out in other ways to other people that you are close to. Hmm. Mhm. Is there a way to rank before a supermodel to a rich man? Look better than a supermodel in the face? I think that a lot of times people date supermodels, but do they marry them? Like, what do you want? Do you want to date or you want to marry? It just depends. Are you dating or you marrying? You know, where do you want to fit into this? You just want to date a rich man? Then date a different type of rich man who doesn't like supermodels, darling. Okay. Um, my mentality is, if someone calls me something, I'm going to accept it. I'm gonna say, and so, that's my personality. But that's who I am. You know, um, If someone that I really admired and looked up to called me those things, then I would find a counter thing to call them. That's just who I am. If someone's calling me fat and gross and disgusting, and then I'm gonna call them skinny, bony, and crusty. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. You know, I'm like, we the before and after picture, baby. That's who I am. I don't take offense to certain things, especially if it's someone close to me. I was like, well, that's just who we are. We before and after picture, baby. um, shoot, we the number 10. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Together we make a perfect 10. That's just who I am. I don't care. Like you still love me though, right? All right then. It don't matter then. I'm still famous, right? I'm still selling them albums, right? Then it don't matter. Okay, they still wearing that key earring, huh? All right then. Y'all remember? hmm So yeah, you used to be bullied for being fat. That made you change and lose 40 pounds. You feel better now? Yeah. I think a lot of people get bullied for being fat when they're fat, but then when they get skinny, people want to be like, "Oh, you look sick. You look different. What happened?" Then they want to act like something wrong with you. You okay? Yeah. Mhm. "Oh, you must have got," and then they talk about, "Oh, you must have got surgery. You must have got liposuction. You must have did this. Okay, you must have did that. Okay, look, I must have did something for you to still be talking. Either way, they're gonna talk. So do what you want. Lose it for you. Nah. Lose it for you, not for them, darling. Like I see it. And then they want to tell you when to stop losing weight. Okay, that's enough. You don't need to lose no more. Like they're the authority of your weight loss. I bought you this cake. You need to eat, or you need to have a cheat day. You can't always be on a diet. How many of y'all have heard that who lose weight? Hmm. No. If they called you fat, they're gonna have to deal with your snapback, okay? Okay, y'all know the best revenge was do 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 do. That was the best revenge ever to anybody who would have ever called anybody fat. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all know what I'm talking about for y'all from the 90s. If y'all don't know, go look it up. Love will never do without you. Go look that up. Go look that up. That's the best revenge on ever antibody ever called anybody fat. Mhm. Anyway, I see a lot of people don't remember that song, but it's okay. I guess I'm old. So, if y'all don't remember back in the old days, that video was slapping anybody's face who ever called some woman fat. Or Janet. She had like everybody want her then. Okay. They watch what you eat and monitoring it. Like, when did you become the diet police? When did you become a nutritionalist? Yeah, that's why you don't really tell people what you're doing. You just do what you do, and then when they notice that you're losing weight, then you tell them something crazy like, "Oh, I gave up sugar," even though you probably did, or whatever. Then they can't kind of dictate your entire diet and ask you a bunch of questions. Pretty practical. It can be hard sometimes. Oh, y'all are talking to each other. Um, can I elaborate more on dark feminine archetype? Um, say what you want, do what you want, and stay unbothered. Is basically the formula. Smile, act accordingly until it's your time to do what you want to do. That's just in a nutshell. There you go. um, do what you want when it needs to get done, and don't and unapologetically. There it is. Unapologetically do what you want, but act the part when you need to act it. What's a classy outfit for cycling? Them cycling outfits? I don't know. I don't cycle. Classy sacks, look, just classy cycling outfits. I have no idea because I'm not going to be cycling. I have a car. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm, right. Wear a feminine bright color. Yeah, so that you can get ran over by no car. Uh, yeah, make sure you're wearing a color that they can see that doesn't blend into the road. That's all I can say. You look classy and alive. Okay, so definitely do that. All right, y'all. I think I've been here long enough for you guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the long live. It's been a while. I had fun. You said loads of wealthy men are into cycling in Europe. We got cars in Texas, baby. There's a Mr. Car Wash being built right down the street. That's where we go. Get our cars washed and detailed. And sit in a little lobby looking cute. It's too hot to be out there in Texas, okay? Might fall over on that cycle out here. But like if you're in a nicer climate, then definitely research, you know, cute cycling outfits. I'm not going to be on no cycle though. This is somebody motorcycle. Um, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said wear heels at the gym. Girl, on your way into the dressing room and on your way out, but not in between, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They gonna think you going to the pole dancing class, okay? Okay. You were like, "Ooh, it's a pole dancing class here? They got windows." So yeah, so classy. Okay, so the best example of acting classy and being classy are a lot of a lot of people that have new money. They're gonna keep their old ways and spend their money how they want. They're going to act accordingly and have the certain manners that they need to have when they're in certain places, but that's not, how they were raised and how they are naturally. They're going to revert back to being themselves when they are comfortable and not having to act. People who are born with class and manners and were taught that way since birth, that's how they naturally are. A lot of times they end up suppressing their true feelings and emotions, but other people do too, but more often to save face when to keep from embarrassing their family, or to stay at a certain level of class in society. They can't react a certain way. So a lot of times people will turn to drinking or doing drugs because they have to maintain a certain stature, or they're not allowed to speak what's on their mind to certain people, and da. So they have a hard time, feeling that they have any sort of identity. So they suppress that. So in my opinion, it's healthier to just say what you want, be how you are, and act accordingly when you need to act that way. Okay. Um Definitely make sure that you're remaining who you really are. Mhm. Woo. Mhm. So anyway, I will see y'all on the next one. I appreciate you guys. Y'all click the like button. Y'all click the like oh, y'all didn't click the like button a lot. I appreciate you guys. I didn't even I'm just noticing. Thank y'all. Oh, well, I asked too late. Y'all already did it. Appreciate it. uh like I didn't even look, but thank you. So maybe I'll go live more often. I do have another vlog that I'm getting ready to put out. I just have to edit it real quick, do a little voiceover. Y'all get to see me doing my housewife things, being extra, cooking. I have some more cooking stuff on there. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, before I go, what do y'all want to see me cook vegan style? Y'all can cook the same stuff, just use regular ingredients. But y'all know I'm vegan or plant based anyway. What do y'all want to see me cook? Fried chicken, enchiladas. What else? I'll put that on the list. Tacos. Okay, we can do them tacos. We can do mac and cheese. I already did mac and cheese, I think. Okay, I'm gonna do all of that. All right. Bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle, y'all.